Hey everybody, thanks for tuning into Part-Time Adult. Today I want to tell you about the time I got caught in the trap of trying to keep up with the Joneses via sneakers. Now, I like sneakers, but I wouldn't consider myself like a sneakerhead or anything like that. I'm not standing in line for them, and I usually spend maybe 20 to 40 bucks a pair. I can't name all the models, and I don't know what years they all came out and all that stuff. It's too much for me. I knew somebody who was a sneakerhead, mainly a Jordanhead, and this person had over 100 pairs of just Jordans, in addition to the other shoes that he owned. And every day they would wear a different pair of shoes, and they wouldn't wear the same pair for like weeks. I wanted to do that. It's like Liz Lemon and 40 Rock. 30 Rock? 40 Rock? 30 Rock. You know, it was like, I want to go to there. Now, we've all heard of the phrase, keeping up with the Joneses, right? For the unaware, Wikipedia defines it as the comparison to one's neighbor as a benchmark for social class or the accumulation of material goods. AKA, they have tons of sneakers, so I want tons of sneakers too. It was a brilliant plan for me to do what? I was not sure. I had about 10 pairs of sneakers at the time. I was happy. I was good. So a couple of years later, I had over like 50 pairs. I had about maybe closer to like 65. And I got lots of compliments and it felt good. And, maybe I was searching for compliments, I thought I was really doing something, and, I guess, compliments, they're like likes, but in real life. So yeah, give me more of that. Give me more of that, Which brings me to another phrase. Rich people stay rich by living like they're broke. Broke people stay broke by living like they're rich. I had a little bit of money saved up, I'm not gonna lie. I had about 2 years worth of expenses, which is pretty nice. So it wasn't like a really big deal for me to buy a new pair of sneakers every week. However, had I taken that money, which was thousands of dollars, I'm sure, and invested it, let's say in Netflix stock, that investment would be worth probably like 50 grand today. And a whole lot more had I kept investing. You live and you learn, I guess. I still like shoes, don't get me wrong. I just have a lot less of them. And I do have the Netflix stock now and the Amazon and others. My portfolio is not quite 50 grand yet, but I'm working on it. And what's cool is that you don't need to spend a lot on a decent sneaker. However, I do not recommend going with a pair of XJ900 sneakers for anybody. These are the bootleg Jordans back in the day that was guaranteed. They were guaranteed to bring out the worst in children back in the day. So, if you know, you know. Let me apologize if I'm reopening any old wounds. My bad. You should like this video anyway. XJ900s, destroying childhood since right after Jordans first came out. Keeping up with the Joneses, for real, is for fools. Now, the next time you have thoughts of trying to keep up with the Joneses and you can't afford it, just try to knock those thoughts out of your head. Now, I'm not saying never have stuff. That's not what I'm saying. But don't get it just to impress others. Don't let it be that carrot that's dangling in front of your head. Don't let it be your North Star that guides you. That's, honestly, in my opinion, it's corny. It's corny. Especially if you're stretching yourself thin financially for it. Like, it's just not worth it. It's such a waste of time, money, attention, and who knows what else. Now, if you actually want to see how many of these Joneses get by after you watch this video, type in the YouTube search, I'm in debt up to my eyeballs, and just watch the first video that comes up. That is so true for a lot of people. And let me tell you, I know the Joneses. So here's some things that you should know about them since you're trying to emulate them. You should really know who you're trying to emulate. I know these people personally, okay? First, the Jordans eat pizza with a knife and fork. True. I've seen it. And not that deep dish Chicago stuff either. I'm talking about the flat New York with the big old, yo, let me get a pie, yo, let me get a slice, yo, they eat that with a fork. Not cool, that's just... 2, the Joneses are really bad tippers. Probably because they broke. So, give them bad service. No, I'm kidding. 3, the Joneses blew a 3-1 lead in the NBA Finals. My bad, I had to. Anyway, number 4, the Joneses will come to the potluck, not the cookout. They never get invited to the cookout, ever. And they won't bring anything to a potluck. Wonder why. They may bring like napkins or something like that. They'll be like the napkin people, or they'll bring like, cups or something like that. Yo, we got enough cups. We got enough cups. Don't bring more cups. And then they'll take home like 10 to-go plates. Like, come on, man. Yo, what's wrong with you? Yo? Number 5, the Joneses put raisins in the potato salad. Raisins and potato salad don't go together. Raisins and potato salad don't go together. Number 6, the Joneses got into a fist fight at the New England Patriots games because, of course, they're Pats fans. Not only were they winning, they were fighting other Patriots fans. And they were all wearing matching jerseys, too. That was weird. That was just weird. Like all of them. The Joneses and the other Joneses. Number 7, the Joneses wear sunglasses in the club. The Joneses apparently go to the club as a family, I guess. I don't know. Number 8, the Joneses do not wear sunscreen, even though they clearly need it. Number 9, the Joneses go to frat parties even though they graduated like over 20 years ago. So, yeah, still doing keg stands at 43. Okay, got it. I mean, don't get me wrong, part-time adult, but chill. Number 10, the Joneses passed on Michael Jordan in the 1984 NBA draft. These are facts. I was there. I saw it with these eyes right here. Number 11, the Joneses also voted to move the NBA's Seattle Supersonics to Oklahoma City. And that's why I can never root for the Thunder, ever. In fact, this crucial mistake in American history, in addition to another one that I'll mention, kind of makes Oklahoma have a special place in my heart. I've never been. I hear it's great. I also hear it's not great, but who knows? I'm sure there's some cool people out there, a couple of them. I never really had an opinion on it, but now that I live in Texas and like 95% of the state hates Oklahoma, I feel like I have to. I don't really, but I'm just saying, y'all had Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, James Harden, loyal fans. They ain't got nothing to do. They're standing there until the team scores at every home game. They're going to wait till the team scores. They got their little sticks, and they're going to sit down when the team scores. That's college student section level support. And you still didn't win the title? And then everybody left. Poor little tick. This video is about to take a dark turn. Yeah, and we didn't forget the destruction of Black Wall Street in the Greenwood District in Tulsa either. For anybody unaware, Black Wall Street, 1921, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Greenwood District, thriving black community. They balling, they doing their thing. And there were some people who didn't look like the people in the thriving black community who weren't having it. They ain't like that. They had a meeting. Some of them even got deputized and they were given weapons by city's official. Like, here's your gold star and a gun. You crazy kids don't do anything I wouldn't do. That's what happens. So what's next? A race massacre. Slaughtering of black people. Destruction of businesses. Just burn it down, all the bad stuff. Now you want to hear something funny? Now that same neighborhood is being gentrified today as we speak. This video took a pretty dark turn. You see what the Joneses do to you? And they're from Oklahoma. Back to these Oklahomans. Oklahomians? Oklahomies. No, they're not the homie. Number 12. The Joneses also voted yes for the name the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim in Major League Baseball. I would have loved to have been in that meeting. For those of you who don't know, Anaheim and Los Angeles are not the same place. In fact, Anaheim's what, an hour away in another county? It's like how the Giants and Jets play in New Jersey. But that's, I don't know, whatever. I guess there's no space in New York City. Number 13, the Joneses did not vote for Pedro. Racist. Number 14, the Joneses smell like burnt popcorn. Number 15, I once saw the Joneses cuss out a puppy for being too cute. Anyway, the Joneses are horrible people. We've established that. Forget the Joneses. The Joneses suck. Oh, and that big house that they never invite you into? There's cat hair everywhere. Seriously though, don't overdo it trying to impress anyone but yourself. I'm really sorry if your last name actually happens to be Jones. You know I'm not talking about you, right? I mean those Joneses, the ones who like leave coins all over the counter for the cashier to pick up, and they count like $1.65 in nickels and just leave it there for the cashier to pick up instead of grabbing and putting the money in their hands. Those Joneses. You good? We good, right? We cool? Cool? Uh-huh. Yeah. What we doing? We fist bumping? Are we elbowing? It's a weird time, so I'm gonna just do one of these. No, but seriously though, don't go broke trying to impress other people. Like I said before, I'm not saying don't ever buy stuff, don't ever have stuff. I like stuff too. But I'm not going broke to buy, expensive sneakers and all this stuff, just to look cool. Some stuff is cool. Some stuff you need, right? Like you need clothes. You might as well buy clothes that you like. But if you want the $400 jacket when, a $9 hoodie will do, I'm just saying, like $390 to me is sexier than a $400 jacket. Just saying. These things are depreciating assets, like the cars and all that. And listen to me, you see me doing this. you see me doing this, if you see somebody talking and they're doing this, they're punching the palms and all that, they doing this, that means they are serious about what they are saying. Don't go broke. I see it all the time. And I see it with people who are my age. I see it with people who are early 20s. I see people in their 50s. It's a bad look. It's a bad look. And I see people all the time. They got the newest, latest, greatest, but they're struggling to pay everything off. And it's just like, aren't you tired? Aren't you tired? There's a time to do things and a time not to do things. Just is what it is. You know, I'll be honest with you. I grew up in a place where there were certain things around me that were of luxury. Every now and then it's a couple cars here and there, maybe it's a watch. You know, maybe I'm hanging out with a person who's worth a lot of money and whatever. And I noticed early on how much a lot of it doesn't matter. And I think that's one of the benefits of me being exposed to that at an early age. Because as I got older and I saw people starting to kind of stumble financially and realizing that the brand on the shirt or the watch or the sneaker maybe wasn't as important as it used to be, it made itself very present to me. Now, don't get me wrong, like there's certain brands and stuff that, you know, I may be more prone to buying, like some of these sneaker brands, but I'm just not letting it be what guides me. Like I don't wake up thinking, oh man, what shoe am I gonna buy today? You know, I wake up thinking more like, what stock am I gonna buy today? And when I tell you that having that different mind shift, it's been beneficial to me. It's been really beneficial. Now, like I said, I'm not rich. I'm far from it, but I'm moving in the right direction, you know, and I just want to see people win. And when I see people who I know don't have a lot of money buying all these expensive things, honestly, it makes me sad. It really, really does. Because I just see a pattern of what, in my opinion, is just not the best decision making. Now, of course, you're free to do whatever you want. Hey, you have that freedom. But you're also choosing in many ways to be a slave to debt, a slave to just always having like just enough to get by, when you could be saving. You could be saving. You know, I have shoes that I wear today that I've had for 8-9 years, and they're still going. They're still going strong. Most of these are all new, I think. These aren't. I've had these for like, I don't know, probably about 4 or 5 years now. I still rock them. You doing all right? I got these. I haven't worn these in a minute. These are definitely beat up. I gotta clean these. These are thin slate Chucks. I've had these for almost a decade. I have these Asics. You know you're getting old when you got a pair of Asics because you start to care about the health of your feet. And a few of these are brand new. Well, I've had these for like 12 years. I just bought those. I don't know what to do with them. These about 3-4 years, about a year, a couple years, like 4 or 5 years. These are brand new. I've never worn these. You know, I may sell them or something. But that's how I approach things now. And I wish I would have done it sooner. At the end of the day, a lot of this stuff is just trinkets. I'd rather have a cool shirt. I'm not anti the sneaker industry. I'm not anti clothing or nothing like that. What I care about is for people who are struggling with trying to buy all the latest and greatest when they can't afford it and don't have their money right. That's what the purpose of this video is. You have your money right, do what you want. But if you don't have your money right and you keep making all these decisions that put you in that financial hole just over and over and over again, I'm trying to be like, yo, hello, hola, hola, hola. I would do another language, but I don't know. Bonjour, monsieur, madame, bonjour. That's what I care about. Because I see it all the time. It hits you in the long run. I've seen it. I've seen it where somebody was balling out and it came back to bite them like decades later, and that person is still trying to get back to where they were before the cars and all the stuff. And I don't want that to happen to you or anybody who you may know who may be going through this stuff. You know, because it's a thing. It's a real thing. You know, you see the person next to you and they got a Benz and you want a Benz, you got a Toyota. I'm going to tell you like this, ride out in your Toyota. Ride out. The Benz is nice, I'm not going to lie, but it's not going to last 30 years like that Toyota. So you ride out. Do so proudly in your Toyota. It's a good car. Like Lupe Fiasco said, just wipe the French fries off the seat and just ride out, lean back, tilt your hat. Depending on where you're located, it's yours, right? Cool. I'd rather have a paid off Toyota than making, you know, $600-700 payments on a luxury car, and it's biting me on the butt every day. Now, if you're making, you know, you got bread, you're making money, hey, do what you want, get you a Benz, make get you two. This video may not be for you, but if it is, if you're getting some value out of it, just know that I've been there, and getting out for me was like get out. I needed to just shift my way of thinking, and I'm so thankful that I did that, and I'll never go back. Never go back. Never, ever go back. And like I said, I wasn't really financially struggling, but I just could have used that money for something else that would have just been so much more beneficial. That's what I'm most disappointed about. So in conclusion, screw the Joneses. Forget them. They don't matter. Do some wise things with your money. I'm going to be making some videos about that, and, you know, financial moves and stuff like that you can start doing just to get started. I'm not going to pretend that I'm Graham Stephan or nothing like that. I'm just a guy who's gotten pretty well at saving money and making it work for me on a small scale, and hopefully one day I'll be doing it on a larger scale. So, have you ever tried to keep up with the Joneses? What was your thing? Obviously mine was shoes. How did it go for you? Are you still trying to keep up with the Joneses? Are you the Joneses? Thumbs down if you're the Joneses. If you were able to get out of that situation, how did you do it? Do you have any tips for us? Please let us know. Drop a comment below. If you're still struggling with this, put it in the comments. Let's see what let's talk. Let's have a discussion. That's what we're here for, right? And don't be ashamed. I've been there. Lots of people have been there. A lot of people are still there, and some of them don't even know it. That's the really bad part. Thank you for watching. You could be anywhere in the world, anywhere on the internet, and you're here. I appreciate you. Tell your people about it. Pass this on to somebody who you think could benefit from this video. If you know that they're stuck in that rut of trying to keep up with the Joneses, check out theparttimeadult.com. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff. If you dig this video, like, sub, share, all that stuff. Hit the notification bell so you get that notice whenever I drop something new. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you. Part-time adult. Be good. Peace. Yep. And we are not going to forget 1921, Tulsa, Oklahoma. I was there. Maybe not. But we're not going to forget. We do this for the people, all the people, for the culture. So we will not forget. I love this light. This light makes life so much more easier.